Good thing I have a brad nailer and glue. We have cabinets. So soon they will all be going in here to fill in the voids. And then we will be taking out the cabinet, that my little base cabinet here that I threw together out of some scrap about a year and a half ago. And then this countertop is going to be going on. We've already been semi-using it since I have that there, and I can just set it on it. It works. And unfortunately, this is getting remade because they finished the wrong side. This should have the finished edge. Words are hard. That should have the finished edge, and there is that for us. More coming. And here we have the last cabinet. We'll get into why this is the last cabinet that I needed to get from the Despot, but that'll be for later. Now, on to finishing. So now that we got our cabinets all ready to go here, we're gonna start getting them opened up. I'm gonna throw some wood up on the sawhorses, and then we're gonna start getting the doors off. And then we'll start getting all these edges and door faces and backs sanded and ready to go for stain and varnish. So, yay. Let's open up this cabinet, shall we? Ding, ding, ding. Oh, ding. Discovered this after just opening it up. You're batting 1,000, Home Depot. You are really starting to get me really aggravated here. Let's see if we can make that work. Yeah, I might be able to do something with this. It just looks like they totally missed. They totally missed it. Wow, Hampton Bay, you are just the best at whatever the hell it is you do. Good thing I have a brad nailer and glue. And people have asked me, why did I leave these like corners on here and stuff? And if you watched before in like the air compressor shed build video, link somewhere around, the whole point of this was actually, it was born out of laziness actually. I just didn't want to cut, but it's leaving these corners on here have been so useful. Just for supporting material and stuff like that when you're working. I love it. So anybody who's like, oh, you need to cut those off, it's gonna get in the way. Nope, bite me. Stay in. So much air. We're set up with our air station. We have power. We have sanding materials. We have tack cloth. Some determination, but no coffee. And I'm probably going to put the coffee in a better spot. Keep an eye on that, will you? Okay, so that's all back together. And I fixed the drawer. I didn't film it, but look at that. And I only had one brad try to come out the side instead of all three that they had in there. I put four in. Overkill. But so far so good. I'm happy with this is how this is coming out. I realize I am going to have to poly all this still with semi-gloss. But I can do that with the doors and stuff on there. I just wanted to get all them off so I can get everything sanded nice and smooth. So yeah, a lot of this just doesn't meet my standards. And some of these, like the gaps up on this, like I can feel them, and you might be able to see that better. You know, it's just not quite flush. That's what I'm sanding out. That's why I haven't been taking the doors off and doing all that. But shall we see how bad the inside of this is going to look like? Are we going to have any surprises like we did in the first one? Well, I would hope not, because this doesn't have any drawers in it. Ooh, so much room for storage. Okay, and so like the last ones, I'm going to go through with some tack cloth here. I just got done blowing all this off. We're going to tack cloth it, and then we are going to acetone it, and then we are going to stain it. Kind of the same deal with the doors, but I'm thinking I can probably just get away with doing those back on there, but I want to be able to get behind the hinges and stuff and not take them off, because I'm lazy. So, let's get to it. Don't want to spill any of this. Every guy that does woodworking and such and is stained and varnished and all that, they've got one pair of pants that is covered in stain and varnish and or both or combination of any number of things. I don't want that to be this pair of pants. I have that pair of pants. I'm just not wearing them. Alright, and we made some progress here today. Sorry I didn't get it all filmed for us. I was more worried about just trying to get things covered and all of that than documenting it. But this first one that we did here, this one, I am going to come through and redo it. It is going to get more stain on it to more closely match everything else. Like the pantry cabinet here, which I went through and did a second coat on, and I'm thinking that is looking a lot better. Much happier with that and the coloring and just the overall grain of it. But that is some pretty grain. Let's see if we can block out all that extra light. But yeah, there's some pretty wood in there. And then we had another problem. See, I was going to do that before I did that one. But I opened this up. Do you see it? Do you see why I'm going to take this back and demand I get another one? Yeah. That was done in shipping. The way this whole pallet was stacked up when I picked it up from the store was beautiful. This was up on top and strapped over everything else. All of these cabinets were stacked on a pallet about the size that that air conditioner is sitting on. Yeah, Hampton Bay, you just did a great job there. Kudos to you. And then there was that other wall cabinet. We got that one done right there. And that's the one that actually goes with this. Goes with this base cabinet right here that is going to get redone here probably tomorrow, because I am going to call it for today. It's about 6 p.m. now, and I've been going since 9 this morning, and that's with 3 trips to Home Depot. So yeah, more to come. We'll see about that first trip to Home Depot tomorrow to take care of this. Okay, so when I said I was going to knock off for the night, I lied. Yeah, so we decided we're going to do fend for yourself night for dinner, so I don't have to cook. So that allows me to keep working. Let's get to it. Yeah, this cabinet was held in really well. I've already pulled out 2 screws that were right here. There's 2 more right here. And then there's 2 here in the back. And that is it. You can tell that there's 4 holes that they drilled out in the corners here, but yeah, I don't think those did anything. There's no screws, no screw heads. They're just dead holes. Okay, so that is all the screws that I can actually see.
Okay, Daddy.
I don't see any up in there. So what do you think we should do? Move the ladder out of the way and then just yank on it? What do you think, Poopa? Should we just yank on it?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Maybe not. Why not? Why you no come down?
No.
Oh, those sneaky sons of bastards.
Okay.
They put nails up in there. Those sneaky SOBs.
Why?
I'll be right back. I need the Wonder Bar. why. Those sneaky SOBs. So they put screws in here in the back and the top. So in order to get this out, I have to destroy it.
Yeah, destroying it.
There we go.
Here you go.
Well, at least the back.
Yeah.
3, 6, 8. That's all that was holding that was 8 2.5-inch
Hi, Daddy.
screws. Yeah. 8 2.5-inch screws. Hi, Poopa. Okay, so here we are on day 2 of trying to get all these sanded and stained. And we have the replacement cabinet, the drawer base at least, and other than having some grease stains up there from what looks like a wonderfully kept box, all the drawers are intact. There's no cracks down the side. And one thing I actually discovered too, if I remember correctly, I think these were made on the same day. So yeah, we'll be good to go as soon as I can get all these done. Okay, so going through on my 3-drawer base cabinet here and then pulling the faces off so I can get those sanded and everything good to go. Coming down and I'm noticing some things here on these drawers. Like these ones here, okay, we got, those are bradded, okay, we got adequate bradding there. I mean, nobody came through and flushed them down, but whatever. Then we get up here to this and you start seeing a gap. And then I see a gap. Oh, and it's loose too. What is going on here? I come around and look. They only brad this shit halfway up. I am so glad I didn't pay for finished cabinets. Because if I did, I'd be taking these back. Hampton Bay, I am extremely disappointed in you.